If you're a high school student wondering about which career to pursue, why not give some thought to psychiatric nursing as a profession to enter? Psychiatric nursing offers a wide range of career opportunities for those interested in the mental health field. It's a rewarding profession for men as well as women. In fact, there's a shortage of males in this field. There are also fewer persons from minority groups represented in psychiatric nursing. More psychiatric nurses are needed to meet increasing demands in the mental health field. Psychiatric nurses provide leadership in nursing education, research, and nursing service. More nurses are needed to work in hospitals, community mental health centers, mental health clinics, and private practice. So why not look into psychiatric nursing as a career possibility? Write to the National Institute of Mental Health, Post Office Box 1974, Rockville, Maryland, 20852. A message from the National Institute of Mental Health, Rockville, Maryland, 20852.
Howdy, everybody. It's me. Can you see how sweaty I am? It's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system. It's not that hot, but it's humid today. Right now, it's very humid. Anyway, coming to you from the bunker system. Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, should I do the intro over? I don't think so. There's some stories today, if I could remember all of them. Anyway, I'm saving that thing I threw. I'm saving it because it's scrap metal. Okay, I went out and Manic Mark personally helped clean up the road, and he took his garbage can, his broom, and his dustpan out because the fire department, they don't come prepared. First, I'm going to start with this super duper accident that happened in front of the art villa over the weekend. I'm going to put up some photographs. There you go. Here's part of the car. You know what this is off of? This is a wheel trim off a 1970 Dodge Dart. You come back to me because I cut the part out because I got the thing backwards. A Dodge Dart, 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger. Right here. That's pretty much what's left of it. What happened is, now there's photographs up on the screen. What happened is a 2012 BMW did a head-on with this 1970 Dart Swinger Dodge. And I just find it interesting that you probably are now looking at the BMW. Look at the BMW, the roll cage, the frame deal. Is it deformed? Does it appear to be deformed? Everything that's messed up is just like crumpled fenders and stuff like that. Okay. The lady in the BMW, okay, was way left of center, almost over, all the way over in the other lane. Okay. The Dodge Dart guy was going to the drag strip that's down the road from me. They were having an event out there, and there was a lot of traffic going southbound, and he had nowhere to go. So, head on. All right. She was my wife, who's a nurse, okay? This is another part of the story. Why would you be left of center? My wife, who's a nurse, runs out. As soon as we hear the giant smash, she's like, what the? And she's out the door. She runs up to the car, and the car hasn't stopped spinning yet, and the woman's on her cell phone. I figured she didn't drop it. Before, during, and after the accident, she's talking to the same person. That's what I figure. But I'm just saying, why would you be that far left of center? Well, this is going to go on forever like most of them. I got to wondering because there's people always running off the road right out front. Last year, some woman flipped her car over. This woman almost did. She hit my cement thing I put in the ground and put it up on two wheels, according to the guy driving the Dodge Dart. I think his father was with him. He went to the hospital. The woman went to the hospital, but nobody seemed to be really hurt. Okay. And then there was another guy that ran off the road and tore his oil pan off, and this brings, there were two cars in my yard when I got up. They'd run off the road. So I went down, and this is just, it's just weird because I slow down. Okay, so I don't see this, but when they're coming around this way and they're coming around this way, my driveway is just crests, okay? It crests, and the people don't, they think there's no one on the road because of the way you come over, you sort of see things, and the way you come around the turn, and I think you perceive things, and then suddenly, there they are, two cars right there, okay? I'm the 2012 Beamer. I'm the 1970 Dodge Dart Swinger. I'm going northbound. I'm going southbound. We're coming up to the crest, Artvilla crest of death. I don't see you because I'm on the cell phone and I'm in the other lane. I don't see you because it's the Artvilla crest of death. Here comes the ambulance. Oh, my neck's all messed up. I have to go to the hospital in the ambulance. Oh no. Okay. Her tits weren't real. What do you mean, honey? Look at those. They don't stand up like that. That's an awful cruel thing to say. That woman's neck's hurt. But she was mean to me when I went out. I tried to help her and she just was mean to me. So I don't know anything. They could be real. Maybe it's just the underwire support bra or something. Okay. The next thing is I'm driving to do my errands and hit some record stores. And I'm getting on the freeway, one of the freeways, I look over and there's a helicopter. Okay, it's in the woods, but it's in the air. It doesn't look like a full-size helicopter. It looks like a small helicopter, but not a toy. It's like the size of a Volkswagen at least, the cab part, all right? And I think it's a balloon. I look at it, I go, why is a balloon there? And it doesn't have a rotor or anything on it. Then I hear it. It's running. And it's just, you know, barely about like 20, 30 feet above the trees. And what the hell is going on? And it looks kind of beat up, like it's got dents on it. And I'm looking through where there would be a door. There's no door. There's nobody in it. And it's running. It's actually running. And it's jerking. It's on a tether like straps that you would strap, you know, a load down on semi-trucks. It looks like that kind of strap up to like maybe a cable that's about 10 feet long. And it's up there jerking around, just running with nobody in it. I have no idea what was going on. I think it was like a real old helicopter or something. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, that was the weird thing I saw today. I know there's something else, but I'm not going to be able to think of it. I'm going to go to the records. Oh. Myers had a bag of limes real cheap, so I bought it. I'm putting the lime in my beer. It makes regular beer taste really good, lime. I forgot. I know, Bud Light lime. You can't beat it except when you put your own lime in other real beer. And then I'm right back in the park. But it was fun. Anyway, that's kind of a boring story. Never mind. Go on to the records. I got a stack of real nice 10-inch cheesecake cover. It's Soft Light Music. You see these inside of there. It's not too bad. Soft Light Music. Dorothy Green, conductor. Dolly Morgan on the electric organ. Okay, that's nice. Twilight Dreams. RCA Victor. Twilight Dreams. Twilight Dreams. Who did this one? Dino Oliveri with his string orchestra and Hammond organ. That's a nice cover. Ray Charles Chorus, I Love You. Look at that. On Essex. That's out of England, yeah? I think so. I've got actually a better copy of this. This was a lot of records I won on eBay. Got for a pretty good deal. I Love You. That's a great cover. And I think I also have this one, Monte Kelly. He came over here and worked for 101 as a house arranger for 101 Strings. So anything you listen to on 101 that's any good could be because of Monte Kelly have something to do with it. Anyway, she's wearing the leopard print and she's smoking the cigarettes in the atomic age ashtray. That's just one of the best covers I think I've ever found. I don't have this one, Eddie Calvert on Essex. I Love. Hey. I Love. It's another I Love, but it's not the same I Love. It's a different I Love. That's sweet. The alto sax of Jay White, Takes Me to Faraway Places. That's nice, isn't it? That's just a nice cover right there. It's Billy Butterfield Trumpet and Orchestra, Takes Me to Faraway Places. A travelogue in music. What's the number on this? It doesn't matter. There you go. Now you can see it. Very nice. Sweet. I think I've got this one too. It's another I Love. 102 I Love. Very nice. And not a bad record as I remember. And I don't have this I Love. It's Jay White. That's a stunning cover. I really like that cover. Fabulous. That was a lot of fun to get that lot of records. But I don't know if I'll be featuring anything off of those records because I found a Zingers, a Hollywood Square Zingers record, and I may have to play the whole thing for you. Paul Lynde, there's Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde grew up in the town that I grew up in Central Ohio. It's hard to believe. It's Paul Weston, Caribbean Cruise. I've never seen this record on Columbia. It looks like it's from the 50s, like 57, maybe 56 or 57. Private Press Lounge record from the Ireland Inn in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's Ken Barley, the featured entertainer, doing songs like My Woman, My Woman, My Wife, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, South Pacific, The Sound of Music. Ay, ay, ay. It's autographed by Ken. That's Joe Lawson, Ballroom Dances. I have one of these albums. This one's from 1968. Basically, it's just music they used during a ballroom dance competition. World Championship. It's pretty boring stuff, but it's just weird, so I picked it up. Speaking of weird, I think I had this once. I didn't care for it. It has a fabulous 60s cover on it. It's directed by Frank Hunter, who did For $2. It's the Singing West Family. Okay, there they are. It's a gospel album. They're out of Pennsylvania. All right. For $1, Dick Hyman and the Group. That just means a drums and bass with Dick playing the piano and organ. What's on this thing? Groovin'. Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Respect. Weekend Blues, House of Mirrors. Don't know. Dick Hyman made some interesting stuff. Tracy the Cufflinks, I don't know, it was $1. I have no idea what's on this. Tracy the Cufflinks. The Many Shades of Val Doonican. It was $1. 1966. I don't have any idea. And also for $1, something else by Johnny Richards and his orchestra. That's kind of a fun cover. I think it's going to be jazz. But I don't know. On Bethlehem. It's Die Schlager des Jahres. I think it's a compilation album. And I may have had this one too before. It's got performers, songs on it by Caterina Valente, Paul Anka and Peggy March, and Manfred Schnelldorfer. Manfred Schnelldorfer. Part of the compilation. Mental Health Matters. Mental Health Matters. Put out by the FDA. Like if the government's not going to make you fucking crazy, I don't know what will. So they must have decided to put out this record to help you get through your voting cycles.
Young people today, even children from 10 to 15 years old, are inhaling the fumes of many kinds of products. They do this to get a high, but too often they are getting killed. The National Institute on Drug Abuse cautions that inhaling certain chemicals is a very, very dangerous practice. The fumes can have a quick effect on the heart, causing death. It is everyone's job to warn young people about the serious dangers of inhaling chemical fumes. A public service message from the National Institute on Drug Abuse.
Mental Health Matters. Enoch Light and the Brass Menagerie. Enoch Light made a couple of these records. I've got both of them. They're fun records, brass records. This one happens to be in some kind of simulated 4-channel stereo. Okay, I picked it up because I think it may be different than the copy or two that I have. All right, here's a Jackie Gleason record I don't have during his period with Capitol, when he really had some fabulous covers on his jackets. His record would be inserted into, and this was another one. The music that changed your mind. Well, I was in the mood, and then you put that record on. What the hell? It's Pickwick. It's a 2-record set. The sounds of the Woodstock age. All covers, okay, including Ride Captain Ride, Evil Ways, Stop the War Now, all sung by a studio group that went by the name Tribes. Okay. And last but not least, I like to think that I'll feature something from this, but I don't know for sure. It's Kenneth Gabburo, music for voices and instruments and electronic sound. It's an experimental avant-garde record on Nonesuch Records, which is a great label. They put out a lot of good stuff, avant-garde stuff, and electronic music. That label did. Anyway, there you go. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and